stage right here, and I was like, so Terry, who brought you in? He's like, Freddy Melero! So I was like, no wonder you
fired up!
But Terry, I mean, tell everyone your story. I mean, let them know what you did to get to where you at, and maybe, give them some words of inspiration so that they can be in your footsteps.
Great, thank you. Well, after I finally said yes to Freddy Melero, after saying no to him for 17 months, I made a decision, and after signing up 17 days later, I qualified for the car. Don't know how I did it, have no clue. All I did was, he said, make a list of people, call them, this is what you say to them. I followed what he said. Some of them joined me, some of them joined the challenge, and some of them said, no, get out of my house. That's okay. Anybody have any no's in here?
Yes.
But what I found out was that I had to admit to myself that I created some bad habits through life because of life getting in the way of all of us sometimes. I had to admit that to myself, that maybe I was carrying around some bad habits. And I had to be willing to make some changes. As you can see, I'm not a young guy anymore, so I had a lot of time to create those bad habits. But I was willing to make those changes because it meant something different for myself, for my wife, and I'm a car guy. I collect a lot of cars over life. My wife never said, what do you want with another car? So my goal, my why, was to say I want to be able to retire her and offer her an early retirement. She's 10 years my junior. As I discovered that taking my eyes off of myself and putting them on her, as I created some teamwork with some people, I also discovered that, life is really about relationships. All of life, everything we do in life. And it made me feel good to help, right now, 31 people qualify for a BMW. That means more to me than the one I'm driving. Oh, it's cool, I'm driving a BMW. And it's a great tool, it really is. It's going to get people's attention. But when you can take your eyes off of yourself and put them on everybody else and realize how many lives that you can touch and affect, I'll guarantee you, when you go to sleep at night, you're going to go to sleep with a smile on your face. When it means more to you to help others, that's when you get it. When it goes from the thought process and it goes into your heart, and you realize what you have in your hands from a health perspective and a wealth perspective, it just don't get any better than this. So that's the whole key. And if you learn how to ride a bicycle, if you learn how to read and write, it's a process. I'm no greater than anybody else. I'm not shy, that's okay. But realize that I'm no better than anybody in this room. If you want to be up here and you make the decision to be up here, you can.
Boom.
You just have to learn and go along, with that process. And when you get that, you got it. And when you start helping some people and you watch your team grow and you watch those people's lives change and develop, it just doesn't get any better. So I'm here to tell you, if I can say no to Freddy Melero for 17 months and then get smart enough to say yes, and then follow what he told me to do, I had to learn that. If I can do that, anybody can do that. You're all presidential directors.